subtitles on. Everything's already set. Alright, let's go. New game.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Basil.
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. Alright? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational and open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Do I want to trust Mom? Chat, you get to vote. I always like getting chat's vote. Do we keep acting, or do we trust Mom to do her thing? I want to go for trusting her too. Sure.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back.
Sarge, thank you for the 8 months in a row.
One
Means I
more
haven't
month
finished
before
with
that
this
Twitch
case.
baby.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home.
You're no
And
spring
don't forget
chicken
to send
anymore.
our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
A big rock.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to
Boobs.
stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
And you good, sir. Personal reason, business with Lord Mortimer. I'm just gonna stare awkwardly at both of you. Forever. Personal reasons. Business with Lord Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Absolutely. The question... Turn the question back to Duchess. Whatever, yeah, it's my first time.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah!
That was the worst acting I've ever heard. Ah! Ah!
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for that.
Nani?
You.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Are
I'm
you
sure.
sure?
Yes.
Fine.
Those are some anti-gravity boobies.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what?
Blazed.
It can't be real that the Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
How do I make the sensitivity higher? 75. That didn't help any. Did it save? It did, it's just horrible sensitivity.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you.
We're gonna
We
watch
didn't
Thor
happen to run into
Ragnarok.
each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Choose your class. I'm a diplomat. The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids Fox Pass. What the crap is that? And he can convince those with whom he's talking with without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. Oculist. The oculist is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. I'm a detective. The detective excels in investigation. He trained in notices every detail in his surrounding, as well as the people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. I'm gonna go with detective. Choosing class defines your basic skills. The other skills will still be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. Huh. Oh, and I can click to see the actual skills. You now have 7 effort points to use in your skills. Detective Batman. So, rely on knowledge of the method. Benefit the sound, cultural background, arts. Be up to date with scientific knowledge. Directly steal items. Pick locks. Notice falsifications. Manipulation. Get people to act in your own interest. Read people's behavior like an open book. Notice noteworthy, oddly placed elements. Use your logic, mind, and oracle talents. Use your coordination against surroundings and some against people. Notice anything strange on someone's behavior. And then this one is convince people you're with sheer force of your will and your attitude, divert people's attention, change the subject, and avoid questions. Express your grasp on geopolitical situations, national blah blah blah. Adopt an appropriate behavior for every social situation. Also used to formulate flattery. Translate all kinds of documents to conversations in foreign languages. Alright. I want the stealing thing in the manipulation, but I'd rather have most of these things. Psychology, read people like an open book, notice noteworthy, oddly placed things, use your logic. 4 points left before 2. Wait, remove all points. Wait, I don't get it. I have 3 points available. And I can use these over here, but I can also go over here. Throw people in prison. Who knows? Ragnarok. You spelled Ragnarok wrong, Tip. Notice noteworthy details. I do want that. I want to be able to read people like an open book. Logical minds. Agility and questioning. Notice anything? And discreetly steal items, pick locks, notice falsifications. Unlocks dialogue options and oh, I see what they had. Reduce cost of effort points by 3. Reduce cost of effort points by 3. Reduce cost, reduce cost, reduce cost. Unlocks dialogue options and actions. Unlocks dialogue options and actions. Unlocks dialogue, unlocks dialogue, unlocks dialogue. Unlocks dialogue, unlocks dialogue. So these are actual actions, which I assume require effort points, and then everything else is just different dialogue and actions. Alright, wait, I don't know what effort points are. But I do want this one. Validate, hold space.
Well, over the last few years I solved a number of crime cases. Like the Chauffeur d'Orgère, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
No. Remember me? Not at all. So lie to her. Not at all. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me.
Boobies.
I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt, remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
The office of William Pitt. Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skills required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal on the tab in the menu. Immunities revealed, vulnerabilities revealed. Push space to access this page on you. Push space button to access your menu pages.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my...
Nani? I don't understand. So, immunity is logic to be discovered. Emily hears blah 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 blah.
Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Sarah
I don't know
Duvige.
where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock condition and effective as they offer very interesting improvements. Review all talents in the dedicated tab in the menu. I need to up the sensitivity. Max it out.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet, delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
You must be Serge. Where's Lord Mortimer? What do you know about my mother?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost of effort points. Browse your skills by using the character's menu. Have you found anything here? Difficulty 0, questioning level 1. Are there any witnesses?
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden...
Questioning. Servants. Vulnerability. Questioning. So if I would want to know anything. Just ask him questions. She's immune to logic, whatever that means.
Part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Let me have the handkerchief. I'll take care of it. You'll give me back the handkerchief. Let's say no more. Will you kindly give me the handkerchief? What does that symbol mean? I forgot. What does that symbol mean? Right here. This is logical. Oops. So this is logic. Oh, okay, conviction. I do have logic at level 1. I do want the handkerchief. Or do I have it at level 1? I think everything's at level 1 because I'm a detective. I'm actually not sure. Give me it. It's mine.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Man, that was just a dick. I was being a dick to the servant. You dare do this to me with my mother's handkerchief? It is mine and I deserve it.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
The servant. He has a vulnerability to logic and to questioning. Cool. This mouse and keyboard.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Alright, this is better on controller. Open the gate.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Look for clues on your mother. Inventory. Well, this handkerchief that was given to me by the servant of the pier carries her initials. A handkerchief given to Lady Willsborough, a bloodstain. The initials.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Royal jelly. Restores 2 effort points. Cannot carry more than 5.
I think this chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. A sack of seeds. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently.
Cosmo girl, hi.
And the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
And tip is black, and without analysis to the contrary, I'd put my money on cannon fodder. Or cannon powder. Take the bar!
This might just come in handy.
It's my bar now. It's my handkerchief. It's my bar. More royal jelly.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Find clue. Takes 3 effort points. Examine letters 1 at 1. Yeah, examine 1 at a time. So we're probably gonna get caught, but...
Let's look.
Miss Carol, Marga... Envelope has an ideogram on it. To VP Samuel Ryder Douches. To His Eminence Samuel Ryder Douches. Why does that call out to me? SRD. Sarah, yeah. Oh, I can't do any of these.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. A letter written in an Oriental language.
I know that language. I don't know this language.
I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
I mean, we could do the other thing.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
The Order.
Probably a Dutchman. This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
I know this name. It doesn't ring a bell.
This name sounds familiar. Pashi. No. Can't seem to place it. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Apparently. Alright. Well. What was the other
See
option?
what's hidden inside.
Find a clue. I mean, it takes 3 effort points. I don't feel like this is going to be worth whatever I'm going to find in there. Collector's coin?
A lantern. Nothing special.
Lantern, nothing special.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Nothing in the boat. Alright. You probably have to use the bar on the what you call it?
A Latin inscription. An nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Mundus agarucci. Translate the text. I'm not a linguist or any. I might have chosen the wrong thing. Everything wants to be an occult or a linguist. I just want to be a detective, man. Use the iron bar. Pick the lock. I mean, the iron bar is gonna make it so it looks... whatever. It's bait. This is a trap, but...
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor.
Never
See
mind.
if I can get it open another way.
Never mind. I'm weak and I suck at that. Force it open with the bar. I mean, I could use 2 effort points to force it open. I don't feel like it's worth.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
I mean, I don't think I have a choice. You could walk across this rock and get up here. What is this? Come on. Just walk across the rock and then get up on the ledge. Alright, force it open with the bar.
There we are.
That wasn't hard. You big baby.
This looks like a pistol case. It's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
It's a
Just
weird
like in my
looking
vision.
dildo.
And none of it's telling me anything useful.
That is a weird looking dildo, Mother.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Examine the broken barrel.
Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Dang it, I'm not a scientist. I can't examine powder.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly.
Amber fragment. You found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, increase the maximum effort points by 1. Da-da-da-da.
Fragment of amber. Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Dang it. Use the rusty iron bar.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Mom. Manuscripts. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain a permanent skill point. Find your manuscripts by using the inventory tab in the menu.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Examine the powder.
The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. And judging by its consistency, it's the same type of powder that I found earlier. This just gets better and better.
Examine personal belongings.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. But what does all this mean?
Examine the food.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Examine the rusty key.
An iron key completely rusted.
Take the key, leave the key. That key was probably for the thing over there. I mean, might as well take it. Although I feel like I'm screwing my mom over if I do take it. Good morning, Jiro. Taking it.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on
Dang it. I knew it. Mother's gonna be so mad at me.
Right, that's enough. I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here.
Can I put the key
You
back?
obviously feel like you're in danger.
I want to put the key back. No.
Right,
I
that's
can't.
enough. I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because she thought she might need it later.
Sure hope you didn't need that key, Mom.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop? Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much a person you are talking to is convinced.
Thank you.
Hold on. Forgot to use manuscript. Oh, wait, does this just automatically give me things, or do I have to wait until I can actually use that? Seems like I have to wait.
I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Yeah, she's been here for several weeks now. Never mind, give me the letter! She's been here for several weeks now, as far as I know.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Professional secret, sorry. We're members of the Golden Order. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to tell him.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect
Dang it, I knew it!
stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son.
Shut up.
You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
I knew it. I knew I
All the
shouldn't
same,
talk about my
it bothers me
secrets.
to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
That depends on what it contains. You can count on me! Yes, I'll give it to her if I find her. Yeah, so it depends on what it contains, actually. Logically.
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes, absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
Ah, if only you knew. It's a list of people that your mother must help. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Confrontation last step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until you give the right one, or you have no blunders left. The last step of confrontation. So basically, okay. No worry. Okay, no worries. No, thank you. No. No, thank you. No. I don't believe in this god. Promise.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Names mean nothing to me. I'm not looking at it. Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. How do I get these books? Alright, well, whatever. Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss. Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss. Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
What a tragic destiny.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms. Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this. Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall. Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Flip through it. I can't. Take it! It's mine now! My book.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President
What?
of the United States
Nani?
of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
We were talking about my mom in a bit of letter.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
She's gone missing. Invent something. I mean, yeah, she's gone missing.
Lord Mortimer asked me to come as quickly as possible to find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah.
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
George Washington knows my mom.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
On the other hand, I'd like to learn more. Listen to Washington or go with the creepy guy. I'm gonna stay and talk to Washington.
Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
If I can help in any way, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. If you have any questions, now is the time. Tell me more about this Mortimer. Where does Emily know my mother from? Wait, what? Oh, I can use items. I didn't realize. Where does Emily know my mom? Tell me more about this Mortimer. I really don't care about Mortimer. We're here for my mom.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking, but I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Gross. How's the game so far? It's interesting. How did you come to know her? When did he see her last? How did you come to know my mom?
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Rather political or the Golden Order, perhaps? Or the mysterious mysteries that surround us? Or the Golden Order, perhaps?
When she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country, and to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do the others in the Order know? No? Do you think? And what if my mother has left the island? Nah.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us.
America!
In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Show the book you found in the quay. Whatever, show it.
But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
It's a bit loud, George. Hey, right in front of you. Careful, they're coming back!
Well, I am impressed impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
I must say.
Who was that young lady
What?
with you?
Opportunity missed.
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Elizabeth Adams.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night.
Ladies.
Mr. President,
There's
Your
only one.
Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
You won't see me
Good
right
night.
now.
See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room? An old sesterce from Roman Gaul. Decorum guide.
Rules and chillier and behavior. Just hugging the left wall, see if I can find any items, and then I'll hug the right wall on the way back. Unless they're... No, can't go these ways anyway. Unless this is a giant circle.
A drachma.
The drachma. More collector coins.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Odio Gaggi.
Huh, that's me.
Ah, that's you. I'm going to the ladies' corridor.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
pretty sure this is where we started. Alright, now we hug the right wall.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Sir Jacques Perru.
Sir Jacques Perru.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Golden elixir, golden cures all negative alterations. You cannot carry more than 5. And the wrinkles, really
Sir
detailed.
Johann van Volner.
You can tell this guy is smart because he knows how to pronounce words.
President George Washington.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to go into her room. Dang it. It's not going to let me. Rude. Didn't even get invited to her room. Alright, I think we're back at the beginning again.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Excuse me, Emily. Hello? Room service, wink.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Alright, let's go to our room. Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. This me. Luis del Rock.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance.
He said it was
But
a
if I
list of
open it,
names.
I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
Unseal the letter. Leave the letter closed. Open the letter without breaking the seal. I'm gonna leave it closed. I
Damn.
don't care.
Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Biaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
I don't care about a list of names.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Very jolly. Unlock? I can't unlock it. Carmelite water. Carmelite water gives you a focus state. Your next skill use will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 5. Cool.
Carmelite water.
It's a nice view of rocks and water. Wowee. What a time to be alive, to stare at rocks and water. I wonder if that's other people's rooms over there. Oh, Hold on. Dang it. Hello? Hey. I didn't want to go to bed yet. I didn't find all the clues of the mother on the dock. What? I could have joined Sir Hallam at the station. I could have made an unexpected encounter. I didn't know I didn't find all the clues. Is it just because I didn't take the bag? Or because I didn't... probably because I needed to open a letter or something. Success! I went up the manor. I found clues about my mother on the docks. I convinced Biagi to trust me in his letter. I met Mr. Washington. I remained in the Grand Hall. Speaking of Mr. Washington, I found a strange book on the quay. I gave questions about my mother. I could have joined Sir Hum in the small saloon. I could have made an unexpected encounter. An unexpected encounter. So, 2 paths that we missed, and we didn't find all the clues. Huh. Because we weren't smart enough to. We couldn't open those letters or something. Brabble 2! Pronounce key. Ah. Well, let's see. We have how many? We have 4 available points. I like my questioning. Questioning seems to be good. I'm gonna keep on that questioning path. I want more easily to do this. Manipulate. It seems like language is something that I should get to know, but use your logical minds to orchestrate talent. I do need to be more logical. Read people's behavior like an open book. I do want... What is it? Not etiquette. Political linguist. I probably need more linguist. Conviction. But science as well. Dang it. Erudition. So I want linguist and I want science. Etiquette. Adopt an appropriate behavior for every social situation. Convince people of their sheer force. Express your... I mean, etiquette would probably be really good too. Science. There was only one point where science was actually useful, and linguists had a couple points. They didn't have any use for diversion. A couple uses for this, though. Oh, but this doesn't even upgrade until I actually go all the way in. Like, I just have level 1 and it requires me 3 more points to level it up. Whereas over here it requires me 3 points. So I need to put 2 in this, then that actually levels up. And then... Okay, I get the point system now. I'm a dummy. Manipulation. Might as well put 1 point into this. And now I have 1 point left for something, which I want for probably want it for etiquette, to be honest. So next time we'll be leveling up etiquette. What is this? Yeah, I don't remember choosing that, but I'll level up etiquette next. Alright. Equip manuscripts. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read offers skill points at the end of the quest. Encyclopedia. Etiquette. Gives me 1 in etiquette, which I want it. Wait, can I just read them all? I did want 1 in science. Oh, I can only read 1 thing, huh? Yeah. Alright. So this is like a way to give me more. And then I need more of the rest of these to get all 3. Alright, let's get some etiquette in there. I'm jumping into other people's bodies. Yes, I am.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
What?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
What is he? Okay, that's a weird gesture. That was Napoleon Bonaparte? Okay. I didn't realize that was Napoleon.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Nani?
I'm coming.
I'm coming. Hold on.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest
Hold on.
assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
One moment.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
One
Last
second.
judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? Incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Hold
Tortured
on.
Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
I'm full on royal jelly. Means I have to use my skills on something. Unlock.
Golden Elixir. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy. Saint Jerome and the angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer
Hurry
was
to
talking
answer the
about.
door.
The key should open it.
Use the key. I can unlock it without the key. Use the key. One minute. You caught me fapping.
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richet to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
I'm almost done. Hold on. What?
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Yes. No.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dang it. I said.
What's her name again?
Dang it.
Elizabeth Adams. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the vice president.
Why did it put
John
yes on
Adams.
the left side last time?
She's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens. I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Yeah, but your mom can take care of herself. Let's help Washington.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
I don't know where the small salon is.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
How am I supposed to know where the salon is? Join Adams in the small salon downstairs. Yeah, I just like it too. Hey, you snooping?
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Going in sounds dangerous. Why should I be the one to go in? I'm going in.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you. Who do you think you are?
Multiple paths. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking onto the first path you come to.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
Let her go! Huh? Stay out of it, boy!
Shit.
Dang it.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy! If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
Because she's gone. Calm him down. Find him where he is.
You're not back in your slum now. You're in Lord Mortimer's home. I suggest you think carefully about what you're going to do.
Don't think you're getting away with it that easily. I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Play along with him. There's nothing better than a wise word.
I believe in man. From speech comes dialogue. From dialogue, peace is born. And from peace, great destinies flourish.
What the fuck are you talking about? I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move. We're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Disconcerted. Someone threw you off balance. The cost of effort increases when using your skills. Use a golden elixir to cure yourself. He must have a weak spot. Make him doubt. Remain dignified.
Think about it. You know your head will roll tomorrow if you shoot.
Wanna bet?
Sure do.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guest in his own salon. You got off easy this time, but don't try it again.
Close call. Dang it, but where's the lady? My whole objective was to...
Lady Adams must have locked it behind her when she fled.
Dang it. Remember the object?
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing. Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Sorry, George Washington. I failed you. Cure all negative allegations.
Money, the remedy of the gods.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Open it. What was that? Oh, golden elixirs. That wasn't worth it.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Alright. Well, let's go see what happened to George. I'm sorry, George. Oh no.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes. I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
George Washington's mad at me. Welcome back, Ash. Go back to bed. Hey, can I go outside?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Sir Jacques Perru, Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Monsieur Napoleon
Duchess
Bonaparte.
Emily Hillsborough.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
He like changes his accent completely.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Problem solved. He's bitten the dust. The end justifies the means. Problem solved.
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do.
Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please, be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
I'm exhausted. Better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Detain Lady Adams. Gosh dang it.